magnificent fortress was built.
Welcome, folks, to my beautiful island, St. Kitts. My name, Edmund Woodley. I'm commonly called York. I'm a taxi driver for the past 18 years. It will be a pleasure to serve you when you come to St. Kitts. This is Bloody Point, site of historic battle, Carib versus settlers. When Columbus came in 1493, he named the island St. Christopher, from the patron saint of travelers. He met the South American Indians, the Carib. They lived some 5,000 years before Columbus. They called the island Layamiga. Layamiga is a Carib word, means fertile soil. The British came in 1623, and the French came in 2 years later, and they partitioned the island among themselves. The British took the center portion, and the French took the eastern and the northern end of the island. The British had approximately 1/3 of the island, and the French had approximately 2/3. The Carib Indians did not like how the Europeans divided the island, so they planned to have an invasion on the Europeans. Up in that mountain was their headquarters. There was a Carib lady by the name of Barbie. She was daughter of Tegroman, the Carib chief. She fell in love with the British governor and revealed the plot. So he gathered the French with him and launched an earlier invasion on the Caribs. There was a massacre up there, killed over 2,000 Caribs. It is said that the river turned red with the blood for several days. That marked the end of Carib occupation. When you go further up into follow the river, there are Carib drawings on rocks, show you that the Caribs did settle in this area. The orange tree is called Royal Poinciana or Flamboyant. It was introduced to the islands by the French governor, Philippe Duponce. It is our national flower. In my hands are pods from the flamboyant tree or Royal Poinciana. And these here, we sometimes use them as musical instruments. They're commonly called shak-shak. And we use them here in string bands to make musical instruments. This is the ruins of the only aqueduct on the island. The water used to come from the river, and it was diverted to the aqueduct to turn the sugar mills. And most of the water is clear spring water from the mountain of St. Kitts. When you go to the rainforest, you see huge rocks with clear spring water gushing out, and the catchment is right under the rock, straight to the reservoir. It is said we have one of the best drinking water in the Caribbean. The sugar cane is a 10 to 12 months crop. We harvest it once a year. The harvesting period is between January to June. That's the economical period. After June, it costs more to produce a ton of sugar than the present price on the world market. This is how we sample sugar cane. It is a good crop. It is very sweet.
The people who cut the cane are going to get paid according to the weight of the cane. So the cane is going to be weighed at the weighing station down to the tipper line, where they're being chopped up until they're ready to be tipped into the carrier and on to the mills. This plant was built when 1911 and started operating, I think, in 1914. This year we're going to produce a total of 30,000 tons of sugar, which we'll produce already. And my understanding is that on the world market, we have got a market that's going to absorb all of that sugar. We send, I think, 7,000 tons of sugar to the U.S. market, and all the rest is being used being shipped to the European market. So we don't really have a problem to get rid of our sugar, as far as my understanding is.
Romney's Manor is the home of the batik factory. Romney Manor was once owned by Lord Romney of England. It is said when all the lords came to St. Kitts, there's where they used to dine.
We are at Carabel Batik at Romney Manor in Old Road. And we are doing a very old art from Indonesia, and it is called batik. It's a wax and dye process. The wax is used to protect the color from the other, and this is how we always start off, on a piece of white cotton. We will continue to wax and dye until we have the amount of colors. Whether we need 3 or 4 or 5 colors, we wax it that amount of times. The more colors, the more time, the more expensive. Each item is done individually, so we don't have 2 pieces looking alike. We do blouses, skirts, dresses, shirts, shorts, parios, long scarves, head tie, and also pictures for your wall.
The sounds of the Caribbean are as exciting as the sights. Let's join the local people in the villages and towns, at the street fair, and at the music festival.
The St. Kitts Music Festival is a 4-night affair. It's the best music festival in the Caribbean, without a doubt. In fact, you'll have to come very good to beat it. Every night you get something different from a different culture. It's a different cultural experience articulated through music. And the first night you have soca from Eastern Caribbean. The second night you'll have reggae or music from Haiti or salsa music, as the case may be. The third night you'll get jazz, R&B, soul, that sort of thing. And on the last night, which is always a Sunday night, you get gospel music.
I would like to say a pleasant welcome to all the people from St. Kitts. Love you! Hello, 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 hello. Hello, 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 St. Kitts. Hello.
Come with the music. Come. Oh God. Oh God. Oh God. Pass it. Ragamuffin. Jump.
This is almost a cultural crossroads, this little island, with so many important things happening over the centuries. And you can get the experience in a small place. And it's quite wonderful. We're looking at South American travelers, Japanese travelers, Europeans who travel extensively in the summer. But we also want to continue the flow of